market responsive to the seemingly new phenomenon? I spoke to two innovators of Selco, a real estate and property tech platform that lists both residential and commercial units on the digitization of the real estate sector. Now that you are up to speed with what's happening in the tech world, let's now get into that discussion about integrating technology onto real estate.
My name is Ronald Mutuku. I'm the CEO and co-founder of Selco. I've been in the tech industry for the last 12 years, dealing with the financial systems, dealing with the real estate systems. So Selco is a real estate system which is able to bridge now the gap between tech and real estate. Yes.
My name is Bramwell Kipkoskei, and I am a co-founder and chief marketing for Selco Kenya. The idea was conceived about 2 years ago. However, the company was incorporated last year, that is 2021. Yeah, so we've been operational from June 2021. However, to date, we are looking at around 1,000 plus landlords and users in the platform.
PropTech has to have an aspect of fintech because money has to move between the two. You have to do a transaction, whether you're paying or you're receiving money. So you have to have fintech inside PropTech. Yes, and the real estate also. Basically, it's a need which is there in terms of we've had people who have invested their money in the real estate and they're unable to recover the money. You go buy land, you go build a house, then after you build a house, you look for tenants, you put the tenants there, then it becomes another hassle. You spend money building, but you should spend less collecting it or getting it back. So every investment you make should come with the value, should bring you the value of the money you put in. So if you put $1 million shillings, you don't expect to make that in 30 years. You expect to recover it as soon as possible. So once you're able to do that, to build, it comes now back to technology. How can we help you now? Currently, we have very happy clients, both tenants, landlords, and caretakers. Because what we do, we'll give the tenant a mobile app, we'll give the landlord a mobile app, we'll give them a web access where they can be able to log in from their laptop and be able to see everything happening in real time. Who is getting into their house, who is paying, who has a balance, who has sent a message just to say there's an issue, and be able to address them from the comfort of their phones. The tenants are also able to access from USSD, dial a menu, access their balances, get their receipts, give notice of vacation, and be able to communicate with the landlord better. So basically, we're just bringing in every possible channel to enable them to correlate and stop the fighting which is there, whereby something is not fixed, you are there, you're saying this is bad, giving bad reviews to other tenants. Yeah, so we are trying to reduce that exchange. Yeah. Basically, if you've already invested money into the real estate, now you've built an apartment, Selco comes in. So once the property owner comes in and builds the apartment or builds a unit or buys a unit, we come in. We'll market that property, bring a tenant to the house. Once they are in, we'll give them a payment gateway, which is connected to all banks, for them to be able to transact in real time, get receipts on their email, get SMS confirmation as receipts, as proof of payment, give them access to our channels. Once you onboard them, give the landlord access to all our channels to be able to transact as well, to see all the flow of the money and communicate with the tenants. So basically, the onboarding is very straightforward. It's very easy. Just put on the details and poof, you're off making money.
Plug and play.
Plug and play.
Good stuff.
I think currently is just to get into the market and also to trust. Because remember, this is a personalized thing. This property is something personal to everyone. Yeah. So to be able to convince you that this is something good for you is normally a bit of a challenge. But once they're convinced, we've had so many success stories. Somebody was collecting 50%. Now he's doing 99%, 102%. We had the landlord who's in the diaspora. His property used to be just another property somewhere all across in Nakuru. Now he's making 100% collections per month because he's able to monitor what is happening in real time, get his money to the bank in real time. So I think those are the main success stories and the challenges we are facing. So the thing is just to make them see the problem they're having. The problem we have is we've had so many cartels in that industry, whereby there are people who are making money from what you are doing. From basically when you're trying to do something as simple as a search, somebody is trying to block you. So with the invent of technology, we are trying to do away with the cartels, and they will fight back. However, technology always wins, because at the end of the day, it's being done by machines, and you cannot fight with machines. So I think, for me, anytime there is technology brought in the picture, it will always make the processes easy and as fast as possible. Because now, like, doing a search is 24 hours in some counties because of digitization. Earlier, you would go there, meet someone, tells you, oh, I need someone. There's someone I know who knows. So the channel becomes like you need to pay for you to get that service. And then at the end of the day, the money just goes into people's pockets. So I believe in technology personally, being in that industry for long. It is going to make life very easy for everyone. Definitely. Because now with blockchain, nobody can be able to access. Because it's in the public ownership domain. For you to be able to amend something, you have to bring everyone to tell them, okay, I need to change this. So it becomes very difficult to change your title deed if it's illegal. Everybody must agree that this entry must go through. You need to verify with everybody in the chain. Yes, and you see with that, actually, I think some countries have already started adopting this technology, the blockchain for land and for cars and this small ownership thing. Because remember, this data belongs to the public. And if you decentralize it, you make sure that the authenticity of the data is perfect. Yes.
Good stuff. You talked about that.
Yes. Basically, what we are doing, we are adhering to international standards of data encryption to be able to ensure, even if you are able to access our data, you'll only get jangled up data. You cannot identify that this person is so-and-so, this is their details, all the information. You just find jangled up data. So with that, we always make sure our privacy policy is up to standard with the country and where we are operating from. So we are trying to make sure that nobody can be able to access the data, manipulate it, and also even if you access it, you'll not be able to see anything. Yeah, because I've also done a bit of security. Yes, in terms of trying to secure data. Because remember, these are financial data and has to be kept very secure and very well. Actually, we want to get to the entire of the continent. Because remember, the problems we are having in Kenya are the same issues in Angola, in Namibia, in Malawi, in Rwanda. They are having problems in terms of the real estate sector and being able to make it simple. Remember, the millennials are coming up. These are guys who have grown up using their smartphones. When I was growing up, actually nobody owned a phone. Nowadays, everything is on their hands. So we need to bring now technology across Africa to their hand. If it's paying your rent, it's on the hand. If it's looking for getting a house which is vacant, it's on your hand. If you complain to the landlord, it's on your hand. Paying utility bills on your hand. Your billing is done through emails. Now the issues of going to the caretaker and telling them, oh, I've paid, here's my receipt. It now brings the aspect of fraud. And you heard before, there is the issues of fraud whereby people are giving fake messages. So based on that, now with technology, you don't need all that. We mitigate the fraud. We enable the communication to be seamless. We also process the payments in a secure way. And at the end of the day, the tenant is able to pay their rent on time. There are less problems in terms of evictions. There are less of problems where some issues of the tenant have not been issued. We have inquiries in Angola and in Rwanda. Yes, which we are trying to explore and see how we can get them to work with us.
I think it's only in order for me to be able to correlate with my expertise so that I explain this better. I've been in the real estate space for around 10 years, and I've had interactions with investors who are coming in to buy a property or two. Like any of us, you think, purchasing real estate is as easy as ABC. And after I've been able to show you the potential investment, be it a rental property or a home, well, you think that's where the headache stops. However, most people don't see the other headache where now you've already secured this property. What do you do with it? So for a long time, I've been meaning to start something that can actually come and help these people. There are very few solutions in the market currently. You either go do it yourself, or you either seek services from an agency or a property management company. And truth be told, well, if you have a 1 unit in Dandora, no one will listen to you. And doing it yourself is not an option either. Coming in with this background, it is actually one of the biggest things that we wanted to solve in terms of the problems you're facing in the real estate space. So my day-to-day is being able to call this person up, of course, identifying where the property is. We will purpose to visit the property. Number 2 is we've gone a step further to have a listing platform in the system, meaning we actually take pride of your rental investment. We start from marketing. We start from getting you ideal tenants who are able to check out in terms of paying rent, because you need people 3-4 months down the line, they're still able to pay their rent. We still show you all the transaction statements, invoices, and all that pertains to your rental property. And as well, we keep you updated on real time what is happening with the rental property. So my day-to-day is involving calling clients, both tenants and landlords, keeping them updated every single day, yes. For a long time, real estate has been perceived as a purchase for the few. And these few are people who have money. But then again, there is me and you who's trying to also just make out an investment with the rental, just to get the rental income, because this is passive income. Well, you don't have to do much to actually collect the rent out of it. However, if you do not have the right technology and if you do not have the right strategies in place, what you think could be an investment that will get you from level A to level B could actually be the one that will make you go bankrupt. And the technology bit for a long time has not been explored. And fintech, who is actually our brother in the industry, has been explored, and accepted. And real estate is a very emotive issue. So, yes, especially when you're dealing with money. So we are actually telling landlords and property owners, especially these first-time homeowners, that the best way you can actually go into real estate is having the right technology. And this right technology should be able to tell you, number 1, who is inside your unit. Number 2, how much they've paid. What are their balances? What are the issues? Because it reduces the landlord-tenant conflict, which is a bigger headache, especially for homeowners. You don't want your phone to be buzzing every single time. You've spent so much in terms of making this investment. Why are you spending so much collecting it? This is where Selco is coming in place. So spend less time collecting it.
Very well. Here then are some videos I prepared for you from the internet after that discussion.